speaking of nerds,
Speaking of nerds,
we're like the nerdiest thing out here right now. We have some sort of what was that machine Egon Spengler developed to detect ghosts.
wasn't it EKG meter or
Yeah,
PKE meter?
PKE meter.
Yeah.
All right. Well, they want you to be here.
Well, no, we picked up the key in the tent, right?
Yeah, but no. Actually, you found it in that backpack. That was. Use Pulaski. What?
The shaft and light.
Jesus, this is a big cave.
Dr. Pulaski.
See, that's where this can't be the way, in a way, you know what I mean? Because they wouldn't set those rocks back up for me to...
I get what you mean. It's like going into playing a video game where you're breaking into a tomb that's been sealed for centuries and all the candles are still lit.
Yeah.
You know, well, how long do these candles go for?
Is anybody down there?
A shoe. Those look like Marty McFly's shoes.
They're Jordans.
Yeah, for the auto tires. Or even the idea that, like in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, when he goes down and it triggers all this thing, how did they get back out of that thing when it was booby trapped?
Well, they knew where to step.
Yeah, but some of those were, it was like passing through the sunlight. These little questions.
This little questions.
This things I believe.
Can we accept that?
We have a wiener.
What'd you do if you looked up and saw like a monster?
I'd freak out if I saw Wile E. Coyote.
Hey, are you there?
Yeah, what is it? What did you find?
Nothing yet, because someone tried to trap me in there.
You saw someone?
No, someone slammed the gate behind me and then ran away. I found another way out, but if I hadn't, Jesus!
So you didn't find anything?
No, there's a spot where someone had sunk an anchor, but the hardware's gone now.
I don't have any climbing equipment.
I just have my ropes. I'm gonna hike back to Two Forks and see if I can find anything that could double as an anchor to use in the spot.
Well, that doesn't sound dangerous.
Alright.
All right, Two Forks. Here we go.
Any nearby caches? There's telephone wire. I can probably get northwest. Well, geez. There's not really any ways. But I think east is the best way to go. We're headed England. Now we're headed New England. Yeah, that's death if I ever saw it. Yeah, there's the telephone lines.
Okay.
Delilah, I just found an outcropping that someone was using as a little fort. I think it was Brian Goodwin.
Really?
Yeah, he built himself a real castle.
What a weird way to examine it.
Well, you picked it up. It was not doing anything. The Goodwins.
Hold painty can, Ned.
Bunch of rocks stacked up. He made a wall and a perimeter.
God. Yeah, that's perfect.
You know, maybe he made it because he was afraid of them.
Whenever I think of Brian possibly going through this crap, I get sick to my stomach.
He was in the middle of really sprucing up the joint when they left. He made the place pretty comfy, too.
That's an achievement.
Yeah, at the expense of what are probably stolen pillows.
That little shit.
It's a little weird that he'd just leave so much of his stuff out here.
Well, maybe they were.
Dude, that guy's posting up.
Like I said, he
The
was
Draculords.
Yeah.
They almost got busted. Brian liked to go out on the railing of the tower and wave at the planes that dump water on fires, and I got a call because someone thought a kid was up in Two Forks. I lied and just said it was Ned. If I ratted him out, they would have been forced to leave, and I don't know, I guess I just felt like I was saving him from whatever shitty life Ned was going to bring him back to. Not that it ended up mattering.
Meteor scatter communications, which is a thing.
I'll take your word for it.
It's just like morphogenic engines.
Well, I'll take your word for that, too. I've heard of Morpheus. He trained Neo.
It's possibly used by climbers. There's got to be something else around here.
Lift up that thing that you previously had picked up.
Loose stone?
No.
Oh.
Something underneath.
Wizards and wyverns.
Longsword, throwing dagger, battle axe, short sword. Okay, he came to play.
Yeah.
Gladius Silva. Let's
Brian.
see. Chaotic
Good.
Chaotic good.
It's Robin Hood archetype.
Half elf. Eyes blue green. What do you think of his character? What is BRN? Burn?
Brawn.
Brawn, agility, stamina, cleavage.
Cleverness.
Okay.
Knowledge and moxie. Two-handed. Studded leather. Yeah.
Hey, a Game Boy.
No, a game toy. the generic version. Let's see what this is all. Oh, it's busted. Note to Ranger.
He also stole his dad's climbing equipment, his anchors.
That's convenient.
Yeah, it is. I think he was going to hide them in a cash box or something and never got around to it. I mean, he left a note for a ranger to find them and send them back to him in Nebraska.
Because he hated climbing?
Yeah, it sounds like Ned was pushing him, and pretending to lose his anchors was the easiest way to put a stop to it.
I hope it worked. God, what an asshole.
Yeah. Man, that is the sort of thing that would have caused me to catch a beating growing up.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't put it past old Ned.
Well, at least we got climbing pythons.
There's also a postcard here from Brian to, I guess, his neighbor,
Mr. Zackler.
What's it say?
that he's with his dad and sorry he can't mow his lawn this summer.
Oh, gosh.
And also he was worried his dad didn't know when school started. I'd say that's a lucky break if I were him.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Ned didn't really seem like a, with it dad.
Right.
Ooh, dinosaur.
Dinosaur.
So what, is this kid mentally just slow?
No, he actually knows a fair bit.
But he's just eccentric.
Drive a piston into the crack.
What do you think is in there?
Death.
Probably something that will kill me. So, you know, just sort of getting myself right with God or whatever there is.
Henry,
I mean, they closed the door when they could have just...
bashed your head in with a rock or chopped you up with a
Are you serious with this shit right now?
hatchet. God, are you sure you want to go back in there?
Honestly, I just want to know. I want to know what is worth doing everything that's been done to us.
Yeah, me too. And not going to jail would be a nice kicker.
Huh.
You know what I think would be a good answer? And I think, well, it might be a really strange answer. It'd be like,
Also, those girls turned up. Looks like you didn't kill them. Nobody did. They took
Oof.
some farmer's tractor for a joyride down in Riverton and landed in jail.
Dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, we've got enough unanswered shit to answer for, I'd say.
anyways, she was saying, do you really want to go back into that cave? And I'd kind of be at the point where, you know, I've been out in the wild. I'm not a camper by any means. I like the comforts. So I'd be losing my mind out here. I'd be like, honestly, I don't care what I do anymore.
But would that mean going back to the cave, or just that's it? You're
Yeah,
just going
let's
home?
go to the cave.
Oh, okay. All right. I think now's a good time to take another breather.
Okay.
So we're gonna gather up again and figure out the end of this thing.
And we'll breathe you later.